One, two, a bug in my shoe. Hey, my Legion, how you all doing today? I'm here today to review the second Beetlejuice movie. I want to dedicate this to Miller. Now, I've been wanting to see Beetlejuice 2 for like 2 weeks, and then I was wanting to see it with someone, and they kept putting it off, and I was like, well, I'm gonna just watch it myself then. Um, Now I want to dedicate this to Miller because he brought it up. There's a bit of a argument, and then Miller did a video saying he wanted to go to 84 because Dane Panther hated Beetlejuice 2 and Miller loved the movie. And I mean, it's kind of, you can do what you want. But it's kind of silly to leave over like a movie, or if someone didn't like a movie you liked. Because we didn't, I know you didn't like that Deadpool Wolverine. I thought Deadpool Wolverine was awesome. Anyways, I've been wanting to see Beetlejuice 2 anyway. I said, well, heck, I'm going to finally watch it because like I said, I was going to watch it with someone else. We talked about it, and then, it didn't, in case she kept putting it off. So I was like, well, I'll just watch it myself. Um, Anyways, that being said, I'm here to review it. I'm going to dedicate to Miller. Now, no matter what I think about the movie, I'm not trying to appease Miller or anything like that. This is my honest review. If I don't like the movie, I'm going to say I didn't like it. And with any movie, I like, and then I'm going to talk about something about Cisco Neighbor because he mentioned that too. Um, Anyways, I'll talk about my history with the movie. So, a lot of people have like nostalgic memories of the first Beetlejuice. With me, Tim Burton was becoming a big figure in Hollywood, and I know that he did a movie called Frankenweenie, which I didn't see till years later, which is like a short film he did for Disney, and Disney fired him. They didn't like it. I guess they fired him because of it. But then now that he's real popular, Disney is bigger than a movie. I finally saw it years back. I thought it was really good. I liked how they did the homage to like Bride of Frankenstein. It was really cool. It was a really good movie. It was only like a half hour show, and then and then he ended up doing like Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I think. And I remember Beetlejuice being hyped so much when I was like in the military, especially in Fort Gordon, Georgia, and then on TV and stuff, seeing tons of commercials for it. They really had good faith in the guy, and they thought it was going to do really well. And I saw it at the military theater in Fort Gordon, Georgia, which has now been called, the name has now been changed to Fort Eisenhower, which is silly. And I remember seeing it at the Army Theater in Fort Gordon, Georgia. Now the Army, though, those ones were like second run movies because they had like a movie would have like its first run, and then it would go to the military theater where it would have a second run of the movie. And I saw it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie. And that was pretty much it. I thought it was good for what it was. And Michael Keaton, I like him as an actor. And I was really surprised when they chose him to play Batman. But it was a good choice. He did really well in the movie. And I found that he was like originally a stand-up comic that he was on a show called Working Stiffs with Jim Belushi, which was really good. I loved it as a kid, and then I think he wanted to get out of the show, and it didn't last that long. And then he went on to do Night Shift and Mr. Mom and a whole bunch of stuff. And they did really well. And he worked up the ranks, and now he was in Beetlejuice. Like I said, I thought it was a really good show, and then I saw it and it spawned a very popular cartoon series, which I didn't really watch that much, but the cartoon series was very successful. And then, I didn't really think much of Beetlejuice over the years, and I was like, well, I started thinking like, well, maybe I kind of wanted to watch it again. And I remember they used to have whenever YouTube started having that live feature in their thing where you go live off YouTube. Before I ever considered even going live, because I was like watching other lives for like a year or so. Well, I've done live streams before, like on Google Hangouts and stuff, but I never did like a YouTube live stream till just till later on. Um, and I remember my friends, yeah, my friends had like It was like, I mean, some other people do this too. They do like these live watch parties, and I thought it'd be pretty clever. And then their thing was Beetlejuice. It was on Tubi TV. So I started watching it, and then like they would pause at like commercial breaks and start talking and stuff. And I kind of like shut them off and just watched the movie, and then I went back to the chat. Or every so often I turned it down and just chat a certain something and watch, and then it was easy for me to chat because it's too distracting to like watch it and then talk, watch, talk, watch, talk. Because I really wanted to see the movie again, and I saw it again. It was cool. And I know last night, like Miller did a video saying he wanted to go back to '94 because Dave Panther didn't like the movie. And he said, like, oh man, you can't lay base that and can't go back to leave YouTube or what have you, even for a small bit just because you disagreed on a movie. But I know there's going to be plenty of movies we disagree on, Miller. I'll be honest. And I'm not being mean, I'm just letting you know. Anyways, you know, I mean, Dave Panther loved the first Beetlejuice, but hated the new one. And he said, like, after 5 minutes, he knew he was going to hate it. So I decided to watch it. I was going to watch it later in the afternoon, but I couldn't sleep because I was really disappointed with a certain someone, and they know who they are because I left them a message. Um, I didn't get any sleep. I'll probably be able to sleep after this live stream though. I can probably get this out of the way. I kind of want to do a review on it. Um, and I know like after Beetlejuice came out, there was like a big um like a lot of people wanted them to do a sequel. Because there's some movies that people, hey Spoof, hi. A lot of people wanted to do a sequel, right? And it was a long time before they did a sequel. Just I know there was people wanted to do a sequel to what the hell was it? Coming to America. And I saw the sequel they did, and it was like, it was only okay. It wasn't really worth the hype, you know. I mean, it's watchable, but they didn't. There was a whole line because they didn't even go to America, you know. Anyways, I was gonna watch Beetlejuice 2 today. I mean, after 36 years after the original one. I don't know, Dang Panther was probably saying like, hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up? I know Dang Panther was saying you should probably watch the first one first. I was like, nah, I'm good. I mean, I saw Beetlejuice twice. I'm kind of good on that now. I was like, I don't really have a desire to watch it again anytime soon. Anyway, but I really want to see a second one, and it was really hyped up. Pete Fander did really well. Made over 400 million so far for $100 million budget. Now I started watching this, and that one character that Jeffrey Jones character played was like he was killed, and they showed like his death like through claymation, eaten by a shark. That was really clever. And they're like going to this funeral home, like the Deitch family, Winona Ryder, and Catherine O'Hara, and like her daughter. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, anyone from Carrie? No. I'd love to hear it from Carrie, but I have not heard from her. No, I haven't. Oh, no, no, no. I take it back. I take it back. Now, Wingstar talked to Carrie, and then I'll tell you, this is what Carrie said. She said, like, I wish people just thought I was dead and stopped bothering me. And she had no interest going back to YouTube. And a lot of people really care about it and miss her, though, you know? But that's what she said. I'm not putting words in her mouth. That's what Wingstar said she said. You know, she does talk to her. I just asked the Wingstar if you could at least tell her I said hi. That's all, you know. No, that's all I heard from Carrie, though. I miss her. I mean, I hope she comes back. I don't think she really will. I think she's going to stay hidden off of the line and stuff, you know, after what happened on that live stream. Like, I mean, I talked to her later on Discord a few hours later, and she said, yeah, I'm sorry about what happened. She said, well, I mean, I had no control over it. It was her panel, you know. And then, like, I went to bed, you know, and then, like, a few hours later, woke up, and then she was gone, completely gone. Okay, this is what I'm getting at, Spoof. I saw Beetlejuice 2, and I thought it was brilliant. I loved it. I loved it. Now I got to go into what I loved about it. I mean, I think it's way better than the original one. I thought the original one's all right. You know, I don't know. I thought maybe the original one was overhyped, maybe. I mean, I still enjoyed it though. And Michael Keaton was great. How it goes for the most, babe. I mean, that stuff was great. That's the lie I really remember. This one was brilliant, and they spent $100 million on. They spent like 15 million on the first one, and the art direction and the visual effects were brilliant. I mean, they had new characters. They say that you don't see Beetlejuice that much, but I mean, the way they introduced him in the story makes complete sense. It makes complete sense. Uh, when it first starts out, like I said, they go to the guy's funeral, and they have like that classic house. They have like these giant black black drapes over everything. You know what I mean? Because they're in mourning. And it was weird. I mean, Milita's not a horror. Technically, it really is a horror film, right? It's a horror comedy with like gothic overtones and besides humor, like fanciful elements. Because I mean, like Tim Burton can do like horror-esque type, gothic type movies with fanciful elements to it, like Corpse Bride or Nightmare Before Christmas. Pretty ghoulish stuff. But those are both PG. This one's PG-13. I think he really. Oh, I like to. Oh yeah, I want to see it. Oh, it's awesome. The art stuff and the visual aspect of the film it's really really good. I mean it's never ever boring. It's always you're always captivated by something in the movie, even though there's like a little bit of a teeny bopper type love interest kind of, and that might have seemed like a little bit slow at first, and then it gets really good. That gets good too. It's kind of like that in that movie, The Great Outdoors, when that guy meets that girl, that young kid meets that girl, but nowhere near as lengthy as that one. Nowhere near as lengthy. I mean, this one moves at a brisk pace, and then when it starts to drag a little bit, something really cool happens. I don't want to give away. A lot now. I will say that he pushed the envelope in this. He pushed the envelope with like this was all about spoof. This could have gotten an R rating. I'll tell you what, because lots of things was like people getting hurt, like wounds and stuff, or they don't show much blood on the wounds. There's some blood shown, and then there's like some scenes that would have got an R rating. There's like a thing, let me spill my guts. He opens up and all his guts fall out, but they're like a blue color. If they were red and a bunch of blood came out, that would probably have been R rated right there. They had another thing where she gives birth to a baby, and then all this stuff, brown stuff comes out, not like gruesome stuff. It's kind of gross, but it's more comedic though. Um, and the one thing is, like I said, like I know Puppet Master, they had to use a different color blood instead of using red. They used like a green blood. It helped, but they had different types of blood, and then they even said he dropped the F bomb, and then the F bomb was said a second time, but they bleeped it out, which I thought which actually adds to the comedy, but it makes it funnier too. I think if they were said that second F word, they got an R rating. It had to. That's why they bleeped it out. It's cool they left it in the movie though. But I mean, that was really close to getting an R rating just because of the gruesomeness, because they had a bunch of dead people in it, and or like severed limbs and stuff. But I mean, it's Tim Burton ass. It wasn't done in a gruesome way. It's done in a fanciful comedic type way. And there's mostly practical effects in it, spoof. I mean, there is some CGI stuff in it, but I mean, it makes a lot of sense. They talk about Beetlejuice not being in the movie that much, but I mean, he's in the beginning some, and then whenever he comes in, like I said, completely makes sense, right? Um, I thought there was never a boring minute in the movie. I mean, they say you don't have Beetlejuice that much, but you get Catherine O'Hara from SCTV. I thought she was brilliant. I usually enjoy like different when they have different cast members from SCTV in like a movie or something like that. Cause I know John Candy was John Candy. I can't remember. Oh that I can't remember the guy's name. But it doesn't matter. Like John Candy and anything, he was great in that movie. Great in all the movies and stuff. Oh no, no, no! If it would have been all CGI, I think people would have been disappointed. I mean, there has to be some CGI in the movie. But I mean, it was like I don't know. it was close to being R-rated. It had been right on the borderline because he puts out a lot of like images of like people being dead. I mean, dead or waiting with like they have like a bit and a half of the surfboard or like a corkscrew in the eye or like a face that had a saw into his face. I mean, stuff like that. But it was really good, you know. It's meant to be comedic. They didn't make it super bloody and stuff. And like I said, like the scene when his guts fell out, it was a different color. If it was been red like blood, it probably would got an R rating. Or when she gives birth in with the stuff, and they were generally realistically looking for a movie. You know what I mean? And it would have been it probably would have been R rated. But I know that's why they bleeped out the second F word. You know. Um, I'm trying to think, and also like uh, Catherine O'Hara's in the movie. I throw her out, and she's brilliant. And also, William Dafoe's in the movie as an actor. And I thought his character was fantastic. I thought it was fantastic. I love the movie. It's almost near perfect. I give it like a 9.75 out of 10, almost a full on 10 out of 10, but it's brilliant. I highly recommend everyone watch it. I loved it better than the first one. I mean, because some people like the first one better, who I heard. And then, like, I know Jeremy Johns said it was like convoluted, and then it's like say it was kind of boring and stuff. But I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. I really did. I remember like I mean, the movie did really well though. It made on $100 million, made $400 million on $100 million budget, which is pretty good. Um, it's really funny. I think Miller said he saw it in the theater, and then it took him like 2 weeks to do a review on the movie. And then like trying to think what happened. Like guy, Mister what's it, Perfecto or something like that? Yeah, he's got like a timeout machine. I heard the ding, so or it had must be done. I don't know what it is. Um, but like I said, I think Beetlejuice 2 is brilliant. I love the art direction, and I think the whole movie is fantastic. It might drag for like the first 3 minutes, maybe, and that picks up. Uh-oh. Get a little congested. I mean, it's really good. There's lots of really amazing stuff in the movie. Lots of visual stuff. It's never boring for a second. A little bit of the teeny bopper thing drags at time, but then it gets really good. So that character line's interesting. They're talking about like Jeremy John was saying the movie was too convoluted because the original one just had a very direct to fact narrative. But this one he said was all over the place, which I don't agree with. I like I said, I really like Beetlejuice too. Electric Boogaloo. I tried to sleep some spoof, and then a certain someone that I really cared about really disappointed me. I might have slept a little bit, but I was thinking about this movie, this review, and I wanted to do it. But I'm probably going to bed after this. I'm getting a little tired now. Uh, yeah. So there you have it. I'll be a review of Beetlejuice 2. Uh, so, like I said, I like the movie. I give it like a 9.75 stars. Like I said, the visual direction of this movie is fantastic. And I score uh, uh, like I said, I really like the movie. I think it's better than the original. I think it's way better than the original. Never a dull moment. Lots of incredible special effects to keep you interested and entertained. But I mean, aside from that, the story is great. All the characters are interesting, and then you got William Dafoe is brilliant, and then that girl plays Dolores, the villain. That I mean, she gets zapped into life, and then she's all these different body parts. And you see her like assemble herself. But I mean, the way the body parts are, it's not super bloody. It's like I mean, the parts where it's are like black instead of red. Like I said, they use different colors to avoid it from getting R rating. And then she like staples herself back in place. She was she was hot though in the movie. You know, she played the main villainess, right? And then you have William Dafoe playing an actor playing a detective, and he had like half his head removed, just like in on that effect in Nightmare on Elm Street Part Two. He says, "You got the bodies, I got the brain," like that, like that, like half his brain exposed. I mean, that was like super not bloody or anything like that. And it is a horror film, though. You say the Beetlejuice is a horror, and it really is. It's horror mixed with comedy, mixed with fanciful elements, and he's really good at fanciful elements, though. You know. But it's cool that he went no holds barred into the film and and had like all this stuff. And this might get nominated for makeup effects. This might get nominated for art direction and also for like maybe adapted screenplay, maybe. You know. I thought the movie was a lot of fun. I really liked it. I mean, there's not a dull moment in the movie, really. The teeny bopper stuff drags maybe a teeny tiny bit, but I mean, that's really pretty much nothing. Now I know it dragged in the great outdoor. That guy, one kid met some local girl that was on the island, though. I mean, that drug on that part drug, and you can even tell it was like the he went way down. I like seeing like John Candy and Dan Aykroyd go back and forth. It was great, and this movie is great too. I give it 9.75, 9.75 out of 10. It's brilliant. It's really brilliant. Um, I hope you like the review. I'm not changing my mind. I mean, I'm not like catering to Miller, like give him a good review so I don't go to 1984. No, I'm telling you the truth how I feel about the movie. And if we have plenty of time to disagree about movies. We really do. I know you didn't like that Deadpool Wolverine, which I thought was awesome. Like I said, I think this is way better than the first one. The first one's really good. I probably give the first one maybe like a 8 out of 10. I give this one a 9.7, and this one's almost perfect. I like what they did. Visual effects should be nominated. And then they had a couple musical numbers in it too, which was great. And it was like old fashioned songs. Also, there's a couple of tributes in the movie, homages. There's an homage to uh, Newhart, the finale for Newhart in the movie, which was really clever. There was an homage to Mario Bava. And there was a really cool part. They talked about like this how Scope became a bad guy, and then he starts talking foreign language in Italian, I think. And they started having a black and white sequence. That was a direct homage to Mario Bava's Black Sunday. I'm pretty sure it was. And then later on, Winona Ryder mentioned Mario Bava going to like a Mario Bava festival, and she said how much she loved Kill Baby Kill that he did, you know. Not Pussycat Kill Kill. That was Russ Meyer. Um, the movie's brilliant. It's really good. I think there was another tribute. I think. Oh yeah. Soul Train. Because when like like people are dead, go to the F, like they go on the Soul Train, and they had like a guy doing like the Don Cornelius stuff there. Helming the train, that was great too. I wish they had someone go Soul Train. That would have been really cool, but they didn't do that though. I can't believe. Yeah, he got. I know. I can't believe either. He was mad at me. He was mad at me. Well, if you watch, he was mad at me for liking the Big Mac, and then he was mad at me for liking, not loving that. What's that Deadpool Wolverine movie? Yeah, he was mad. I can't believe he was mad at Dang Panther. I told him like when he was playing his video game live, I said like I would review. I tried to watch. I was going to do it later on tonight. I just couldn't sleep because I was disappointed with someone. You know what I mean? I had trouble sleeping, but I think I'll be able to sleep now. I got all this off my. I got all this done off my chest. Um. Yeah. I mean, you know, it can't. I mean, there's always going to be time for like. I mean, with Cisco and Ebert, if one guy is left there trying to disagree on the movie, they never get an episode done. But there are episodes where they agreed on every movie. I mean, liking or disliking every movie. There were those episodes too. Now, as far as like Cisco and Ebert go, I mention this because he was talking about film criticism, going to film school and stuff. When my review came, I learned. I remember back in the day, there was like 3 stages of Cisco and Ebert. It was 4 stages. 4 stages. There was well, technically 5 stages. Okay, there was sneak pre. No, 6 stages. I guess Cisco and Ebert started out in like 75 or 76. It was called. They had a show, a low budget show called Coming to a Theater Near You. That got picked up by PBS, and they did sneak previews. And they left in '82, and they started their own thing at the movies. Cisco at the movies. They left that show, and they teamed up with Disney, Buena Vista for Cisco and Ebert, for just Cisco and Ebert, right? And then like G passed away, so he had Roger had it was called Ebert and Roach, and then he left that show because they didn't want to pay any money. Disney like gave him a contract. He said it was an insult, and then like there were new people that took over for like a couple of years. It was like Jeffrey Lyons' son, Ben Lyons, and I don't know whoever the other guy. And there was other guys like a Michael. I can't remember who it was. There was a couple, 2 people. And they were on like for a year and another year. And then they said, well, this is the last episode of the show. And then all of a sudden, Roger Ebert took his show and went back to PBS for Roger Ebert Presents. And that was on for a couple of years. And they had like some Russian guy. And then this one girl, that one girl is really cute. I can't remember her name. Christy. Oh, what's her name? Let me look it up. It was a show. Oh, what was her name though? I mean, she was very pretty. There was a channel called What the Flick, and she was on that show. But the other 2 guys were jerks on it. And I think that's the show that's no longer on YouTube. I mean, the channel's still there, I think. I just want to find out her name because she's really cute. But the other 2 guys were just dicks, though. Yeah, What the Flick YouTube. Oh, TV. Okay, it was Christy Lemire. Yeah, she's really cute. Yeah, Ben Mankiewicz, Matt, and then and then 2 of the guys. Ben Mankiewicz is okay, but the other 2 guys were just dicks, because sometimes you have like a movie reviewer that's kind of a jerk, and that kind of hurt the show. But Christy Lemire is beautiful. She was hosting some like Russian guy. Some guy with a long Russian would like review the movies, and then you'll see like this is back when Roger Ebert had like half his face gone. He couldn't talk because he had mouth cancer really bad. Half his face was gone. And he would like type and stuff, and then someone would do like a voiceover. And they had like different people, including Werner Herzog, did voiceovers of his review of a movie. And then they said they were actually reviewed Human Centipede 2 on the show. And Kristen Lemire said she actually liked the first one. She thought it was more like an art house film. They didn't like the second one. And Roger Ebert said the second one, Human Centipede, was the worst movie of the year. And that show was on for like 2 years. And all of a sudden it just ended real quickly. And you see him and his wife on the show, him talking like, with his mouth the way it was, and then his wife, look at his wife. And then it just kind of ended. There was one episode I missed. But I tried to watch every episode of that, and they're starting to show reruns of that show. Finally, by when it came back to PBS in like 2010 for like 2 years. Hi, Samar. How you doing? I'm sorry I watched Beetlejuice 2 without you. I just wanted to see it real bad. How you doing, Samar? You guys want to come up? I didn't drop the linky. Yeah, I'll drop a link. I mean, but I thought I loved. Yeah, I saw it. I'm sorry. I wanted to see it. Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on. Yeah, I wanted to see Beetlejuice 2 real bad, so I watched it this morning. Okay. But I thought it was awesome. I really liked the movie. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, Miller, with Miller, I dedicate this to Miller because he made such a stink about it last night, and Dang Panther not liking it. Um, but Dang Panther hated like Wolverine and Deadpool Wolverine. I thought that was great. I mean, because if I would have liked the movie Miller, I would have told you. But there's plenty of time for us to disagree on movies. Just don't be upset about it. But I thought this movie was brilliant. I thought it was better than the first one. Oh, I didn't hear you come up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hi,
Yeah. Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Oh, like 25. Okay, tomorrow. But I mean, it was just kind of silly that he got mad because he didn't like the video. So I was like, I wanted to see Beetlejuice 2 anyway. So I thought, well, maybe I'll do a review of that because it is a horror movie, and it's time for Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I mean, I thought it was really. I think you'll like it. Did you like the first one?
Uh, yeah, yeah, it's okay. Uh,
Yeah.
th- I don't know. I like the characters in
Yeah.
the movie. Like I
Yeah.
like when they go to the underworld and
Yeah.
all the characters that were on the couch and stuff. I like all that, but the storyline was just okay for me.
Yeah.
But I do want to see the second one
Oh yeah. It's
just
really good.
for the art and the visual effects.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
care about the storyline.
Well, I think the story works real good. I mean, it's like them in the modern world. Because Dang Panda said like after he said he wasn't gonna like, he knew he wasn't gonna like it. But I mean, it's like them in the modern world, like that. Winona Ryder hosts a Ghost, you know, and that
Uh-huh.
one guy that Jeffrey Jones had got in big trouble for a bunch of stuff, right? He died, and they're there for his funeral. You know, that was the main thing. And then like at that old house. And he got
Uh-huh.
bitten by a shark, and they show like his tombstone. It's like his face, and they have a shark fin right there. It was really cool. All the art direction was really clever, and there was never a boring part in it. It was really funny, And some people complain and say Michael Keaton wasn't in there that much, but it made sense what the parts he was in, though. You know what I mean? Because they had to
Yeah.
tell a story, and when I mean he was in there somewhat, and they had to get the story and why he came back.
Uh-huh.
It made sense. And like I said, they did a homage to Black Sunday. And I thought it was really cool. And funny though. I think you'll like it. I mean, it's
Awesome.
very interesting. And it's not boring either.
Hmm.
I think you'll like it. It's a fun movie. Like I said, he pulled out a lot of stops. There's lots of people like killed, and they showed like one girl had like a spear through her neck or something like that. But it's done in a way. I mean, there's some bloodshed in it, but and some stuff like they'd have like different colors for it. Like you remember like in Puppet Master. Did you say you saw it and didn't see any Puppet Master movies?
I haven't really watched the Puppet Master
Okay.
movies.
Okay.
I
I
don't
mean,
know much about it.
well, that's all right. I mean, to get them back then they used to like threaten to give like violent movies like X ratings. And there was a way
Uh-huh.
they got around it because there's a part where like this one, I guess puppet type thing got his fingers cut off. They made the blood green instead of red, so they used like different colors of certain effects in Beetlejuice because
Uh-huh.
it had been really on the cusp of a R rating though, because the F word was said and then the F word was said a second time and they bleeped it out. So I guess it was bleeped if they were said a second time, it would probably got an R rating. But they kept it in, but they bleeped it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had like a bleep like that. And that was still funny the way they did it too. I think there's lots of funny jokes and really clever stuff, and you get to see like Catherine O'Hara, and I love SCTV. It's always cool seeing a cast member for that. 'Cause I love Schitt's Creek. 'Cause I saw
Uh-huh.
that on Netflix, so that was a brilliant show. And then I saw and William Defoe's in it too. William Defoe's great at anything.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
Yeah. I mean, he plays like well, he plays a guy that had like half his head missed. You see his brain and stuff, and
Hmm.
he's like an actor playing a detective. So that was really cool how he did that too. A lot of really funny jokes in it, but set in the modern day world, you know. But I don't think there was any. I mean, Jeremy Johns said it was really convoluted because you didn't know what was going on. I felt followed everything. It made sense to me, but there's always something happening. There's always some like a visual effect or something, and some of the things were done really cleverly because they had like a flashback to like that how that guy passed away. They did like in the claymation type thing,
Uh-huh.
and then like they talk about like there's this villainess that got brought back to life. She's all these different body parts, and she staples herself back together, right? And they
Yeah.
talk about her origin story, right? And it has oh, what's his face? Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton talking another language like Italian, and then he go to a black and white sequence that's probably like a takeoff of Mario Bava's Black Sunday, which was really clever. I mean, there's lots of really clever stuff. Art direction's really good in the movie, and they have lots of those guys that. One of the favorite things in the first one, they had a guy with a voodoo head. Remember those big creatures with little voodoo heads?
Yeah.
Yeah, with a truck. Yeah, that was really clever. I think you'll like it, Spoof. I really think you'll enjoy it. It's a funny movie too. Like, did you like the what was it, the claymation or no, the animated Adams Family movie that came out not too long ago? I thought those were both pretty good.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I thought those were good. But I mean, I think you'll really enjoy the movie though. I think it's better than the first one. I thought the first one was really good, but I saw it twice and that's good enough, you know. But this one's
Uh-huh.
really good. And there's some cameos in it too. I mean, but it's like there's a lot of really ghoulish stuff in it, but it's done in a way to avoid an R rating. They're really good at using different colors because if everything was like super blood red and like regular blood and stuff, yeah, I would have got an R rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Keaton was really good. So how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm a little tired. I've been staying up a little too late this week.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, Chloe.
Hi, Chloe, honey. Hi, Chloe.
So I really need to try to. I
Yeah,
mean, I guess it doesn't even matter at this point because tomorrow's Friday.
yeah,
So I guess I don't need to try to go to bed early tonight because it really doesn't matter yet now.
yeah,
Tomorrow's the last day of the work week.
yeah.
So,
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to get some sleep after this is over with. I'll probably be able to sleep some. I ate a little bit. Yeah, I watched the movie.
mhm.
You know, it cheered me up some because I got a little bummed out. A bunch of crap happened, but I feel better now. You know.
That sucks. Did drama happen after I left the panel?
Kind of. Yeah,
That
yeah,
sucks.
yeah. I was disappointed by someone who was over in another panel. You know what I mean? You know, it's like kind of a
Oh,
bummer. Yeah,
I missed it. I don't know.
well, that's okay. Well, the whole thing, I couldn't believe the whole thing with Milner though. It was like I can't believe he got so upset with someone not agreeing on the movie he liked. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
know, Chloe.
well, I'll tell you. I mean, I logged off of Discord. When I logged back on, I'll tell you what happened, Chloe. Okay, I don't want to talk about it here. That's all.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
got
best. Like,
bummed
I'm
out. Right?
enjoying staying out. Like, I'm so happy to
Yeah,
not be a part of anything that has anything
yeah,
to do with any drama and not talking to a bunch of people off YouTube. But
yeah.
it's nice just staying and doing what I want to do,
Yeah. That's the
have
way.
fun on panels,
Yeah.
and just make funny videos. That's all I want to do. I don't like all the drama.
Yeah, it's getting to be. Well, and it's been kind of messed up for a while. So much that a lot of people on our side aren't doing live streams anymore. I'm the only one doing live streams now, you know?
Yeah,
But I mean, I'm
yeah,
just
that
doing movies.
sucks.
Yeah. But I like doing live movie reviews. It's pretty cool, you know? And then you could go a little long. And then, like, if you forget to say something, you remember and mention here, too, you know?
Yeah, I like that you're going live because you
Yeah.
don't have drama, so, like, I can come up
No.
here and have fun and goof around
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
and not talk about serious. I don't wanna talk about serious topics, I don't wanna
Yeah.
fight with
Yeah.
people.
I don't either, It does happen sometimes, but I try to stay away from all that stuff. I think
Yeah,
last night went really well. Last night went really well, and then
yeah,
Martin from the Trash Picture Show came up. That was cool.
that was cool. I
Yeah.
like him.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's okay. Can I come up here in your panel, Glowy? You're allowed to come up on my panel too if you want to, Glowy. Well, like I kind of like stopped going live for a bit. I mean, well, I stopped doing Discord. I'm probably log back on the Discord after I take a nap or something.
Yeah,
No, thank you, Glowy. Yeah, but I mean, I feel okay now. The movie cheered me up too. It's really funny. I think you'll enjoy it. I saw the first one. I thought the first one was moderately funny, but I don't know. I guess people that were talking, Chris Stuckman said like a lot of people have nostalgic memories of it.
mhm,
And he was born like a Jehovah's Witness, so he was not allowed to watch movies like that. He was allowed to watch Disney movies, and that's it. Like just like Wes Craven. Wes Craven was in like this one religion where he was only allowed to watch Disney movies. And he said he had to hitchhike to movie theater to watch showing of To Kill a Mockingbird.
uh-huh,
And then he ended up getting into like filmmaking. And like I said, he started working out in adult films. And he actually made one called Fireworks Women or something like that. He would edit them. And then he was, like I said, he was going to make that Last House on the Left a porno movie. And then he was talked out of it. So I don't know how it would have worked in the porno film. I don't think it would have had the impact it would have now.
uh-huh.
So I mean that was it. And then you remember that guy from that was in a whole bunch of movies. He was in like that. He used to play the old guy said everything all or whatever movie. Remember that one?
I
He.
didn't hear what you said,
Oh
you're
crap! Oh damn it! I'm
cutting
sorry.
out again. It's okay.
Well, you know that director, that one actor, James Wong. He's been in a whole bunch of movies. He was in like the Everything All Together All at Once movie. You remember that one?
No.
Oh, well, you remember like Big Trouble in Little China?
Uh-huh.
Remember that really old guy that with the long beard who played the bad guy?
Oh, Jason, I haven't seen that movie since the '80s. I have no
Oh,
idea.
well, it's okay. It's okay. He was in a dirty movie. He was in a porn a long time ago, but he was just in an acting role. It was called
Uh-huh,
China Girl. I found out just by accident because like they rented a whole bunch of porno movies in the army, and then like usually I'd go and rent like about mostly horror movies and maybe one porno, and depending on how I felt, right? And I read one called China Girl. And he had like a small part. He was just an actor. He played like a mob boss. It was set in like China or Japan. He played a mob boss. There was a couple scenes where he was talking to someone in limo because
uh-huh,
those are back when actually they were like made like movies and stuff. They had to have like a plot and stuff sometimes.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that what happened though. I mean it was just weird. It's like, oh, that's that guy, and people like, oh well.
Yeah,
I just thought it was different. He was in and they have those on IMDb too. There's not a lot of info on them. They have like if like someone's like in a like Terry Weigel, who was like in regular movies like oh god, that cheerleader camp, that horror film. And then she was like a regular on Married with Children. Then she went an adult film it. And they have the adult films she did too. Well, a lot of times there's not a lot of info on those.
uh-huh.
It's just kind of weird. Yeah, that's what's going on, Spoof. So you're doing okay?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm glad.
yeah, yeah.
I'm glad. That's
I
cool.
found a video game I like to play, so, like, I'll I have chores that I do when I get off work, like
Yeah.
Clean it, clean. I always clean something every day after work, and then play a video game and maybe watch a live stream.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Uh, like I said, that movie's not very good. That Rippy, that kangaroo thing last night. Yeah, I got a thumbnail of what the kangaroo looked like on that. As my thumbnail. It was a pain in the butt because I tried to take a photo of it, a thumbnail. I
Mhm.
had to be real quick on that. 'Cause I guess it's kind of like Disney Plus. If you try to take a thumbnail, it won't show up, or Netflix. It'll
Uh-huh.
just be like blank. I don't know how they do that though.
I don't know, it sucks, and all of them are doing it. It sucks. It really sucks. Like, you can't even have a movie night and stream it with one of your friends on any of these
Yeah,
platforms because it blocks it and just shows you a black screen.
yeah, that's bullcrap too. Because I mean, it even did it on Plex, the free movie service. I
Really?
tried to, yeah, on Plex. They did. I know it did it on Disney Plus. It did on Netflix, and I assume
Paramount
Hulu
Plus
too.
does it and
Oh,
Peacock
really?
does it.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
they're all
Now,
doing it.
now Tubi TV didn't do it. I took a,
Really?
yeah, Tubi TV doesn't do it, which is good. I mean, just take a screen. I mean, I streamed. I watched the show with Samara. I watched that Downfall of Diddy with her on
Mhm,
streaming on Discord. So I did do that, and it played it though. It was a little bit. She said there was parts where like it stuck somewhat, or paused itself.
mhm.
Maybe it's just the connection. I don't know, but it played okay then. I don't know. It's bizarre. It was just weird though. Trying to think what else happened. I guess there's a new Seven Up coming up. Do you hear about that spoof?
No.
It's supposed to be. It's a Shirley Temple Seven Up. It's supposed to be cherry pomegranate. I don't know if that'd be good or not. I can't find it anywhere because John said he was looking at for a Walmart and said all the shelves were bare. It wasn't anywhere. You know,
Wow.
and there's supposed to be a haunted apple Fanta drink that's made from Beetlejuice, right? It was like
Uh-huh,
I had a Beetlejuice, and I couldn't find it. My friend's gonna send me a bottle of it though, so I'll do a review of that when I do. 'Cause I guess they had like a tie into Beetlejuice where they had like some of people's faces on like different things like orange. There was a strawberry Fanta which I never had before. I think it had like that. Jennifer Ortega was on that one. I think Winona Ryder was on the orange one. I ordered that, but I just got regular Fanta cans, not the one with her face on it. And then Beetlejuice is on the haunted apple one, which I heard is supposed to be pretty bad. So I wanted to try at least a bottle of it.
uh-huh.
My one friend sent me that. I'm trying to think. There was no like end credit sequence on the Beetlejuice movie, but they did a couple musical numbers. It was kind of cool. But it was. It didn't seem forced. It wasn't like in the Joker or something like that.
Mhm.
I do want to see Joker 2 eventually. Like I said, I started watching it, but it was like some cam thing, and a guy kept putting these ads for a gambling site, and it went on like every 30 seconds. It covered up half the screen. I was like, forget this.
Yeah.
I gave up.
Yeah, that's happened to me before on that website.
Yeah,
I haven't used it in a long time because of stuff like that and pop-ups.
yeah,
Even if you have a pop-up blocker, they'll still get through because there's so many of them.
yeah. That's a pain in the butt.
Mhm.
I watched the beginning part of it though. It started out like a Warner Brothers cartoon of the Joker, which I
Yeah.
thought was clever. I liked that part. And after I it was enough for me to at least watch that part. Like, I don't want to watch this thing. I'll just watch it while I can see the better
And
copy.
I don't mind, like, if it's a movie I really wanna see, I don't mind paying for it,
Yeah,
like, on Amazon
yeah,
Prime, because they'll put new releases out on there, but I really wish that they would go back to, releasing them on Prime
yeah,
and the theater at the same time,
yeah.
because I don't wanna go back to the movie theater to
Me
see
either.
movies, I just don't.
Me either. I know my friend John went to see 'Cause I didn't get a chance to hang out with him. He went to see the Wolverine Deadpool at the theater. You
Uh-huh.
know, I haven't
Like,
been
I
to the movie.
never liked it anyways because
Yeah,
people always end up sitting next to you, and I don't like sitting by strangers
yeah, I
in
don't
a
blame you.
movie theater because the seats are so close. It just makes me
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah,
I don't like sitting next to people I don't know at the
yeah,
movie theater.
yeah,
So I already had issues with it before the pandemic
yeah.
happened.
Oh yeah,
And then they started just doing like releasing them on Amazon Prime
yeah,
and the theater. And I liked that and I didn't mind. I didn't mind paying $20
yeah,
for the movie because
yeah.
when you go to the theater, you're going to spend more than $20 for the
Oh
movie.
yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
So
that stuff's outrageous. So I mean, how much is food where you're at? Do you remember?
it would be like back then,
Yeah,
before the pandemic, I don't know what it is now, but before the pandemic, you would spend $20 on a drink and popcorn.
yeah. Well, I mean, my one friend, I even try not to get drinks or popcorn. I remember we went to see Thor Ragnarok. I was hungry, so I bought like a pretzel or something like that and a drink. It might have been like $5 or something like that. But I
Yeah.
remember my friend went to we went to see that Star Trek movie, and that was like I don't know 2017 or something like that. He bought a large drink popcorn. He offered me some of the pop. I mean, it was a ton of popcorn. It's how much? And I was like around $17 for both those.
Uh,
It was expensive though, but I mean, I wouldn't want to drink that much have to keep getting up and use the bathroom, and then you come back, you don't know where your seat's at because it's all dark.
yeah.
Because that happened to me, like, I remember, like, after dad passed away, mom invited me to go to the movies with her and Ori, right? And
Mhm,
she waited till, like, the very end, and then, like, the movie was about ready to start, and I didn't have a chance to use the restroom, and then, like, I said, I'll be okay. And then right towards the end of it was Hotel Transylvania Part 2, right?
mhm.
And right at the very end, I had to go to the bathroom, so I missed a good part. I missed like the towards the end of the movie. I saw the second one. I saw a third. I did not see. I still haven't seen the first Hotel Transylvania. Have you
Oh,
seen any?
really?
Have you seen any of those?
I've seen I think I've seen 1 and 2.
Okay, I saw
Well,
I
I
saw
know
the
I've seen 1 and 2, I should say. I've seen part 1 and 2. I haven't seen any of the others
well.
because
There's
there's
a
a
first
how
three.
many
Yeah,
are there now? 3 or 4?
three. I saw the
3?
third one on Netflix. Was the first one any good?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Okay.
was. It's a really cute movie.
Oh, that's cool. I'll watch it because I mean I saw like the animated Adams Family. I thought that was good. Uh, and I remember the one thing I remember from the second one. He says, the family go blah 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 blah. I do, and he goes, I do not say blah 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 blah. That was really funny.
Yeah, that I love that. It's so funny.
I like that movie. I think a lot you'll like Beetlejuice. A lot of that's really good. Beetlejuice too. I mean, I thought the first one was kind of funny, but I thought this one was really funny.
Uh,
I think Dan Panther said like he said after a couple minutes he didn't like because he thought it was all about the funeral and stuff. But
yeah.
I think it's weird seeing those characters like 36 years later in like modern day type settings. That would be like akin to what we'd be in like art exhibits and like her hosting a TV show. But it works. The whole movie works, and the art and the effects and stuff are really good. It's really a good movie. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
You're really good at multitasking, though, because that would drive me nuts trying to do something and then talk at the same time. You're doing good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I always thought you were good at multitasking.
Yeah.
I thought this would be good for like a live stream today or like a review. I put Beetlejuice. It's called Beetlejuice, but I just put Beetlejuice. Oh, I said it 3 times. Oh, but I mean, it's really cool. I mean, there's lots of practical effects. I mean, there's like CGI in it, but it works really well.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's lots of creative stuff that I think you'll enjoy.
I think the movie industry's really making a mistake turning everything into CGI.
Yeah, I think
Like
so
like I
too.
said, it's okay to mix it in with the practical
Yeah,
effects, but it's so much cooler to see stuff with practical effects.
Yeah, especially werewolf transformations for me practical effects. You know,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because I remember like this with transformations in American Werewolf in Paris, it just
Yeah.
didn't look right. Yeah,
Yeah, like it's so cool because they didn't do it CGI. Like
yeah,
it's just cool that they're able to it's cool seeing them achieve something like
yeah,
that because you know that has to be difficult to figure out how to capture on film someone transforming into a werewolf without using computer graphics.
yeah,
Like I appreciate the art and the time and effort it takes to make something like that happen and look good on film.
yeah.
I
The- the-
appreciate that part of films. So the
oh, me
CGI stuff
too.
is really disappointing.
Yeah,
It's like
I
big whoopie doo. You got on a computer and
yeah,
manipulated some images to make it look like a monster attacking someone.
yeah.
It's not. It's dumb.
I and like I said, that movie Ripper, like this, it was really. I mean, and that was a little bit practical, but CGI is really bad. And then like it was shot in the dark in some parts, and you couldn't see what was going on. Like he hit
Mhm.
some guy and he flew into a tree. By if he jumped at him with his legs or what happened, I could. In that movie, I keep talking about the substance was almost all CGI. There might have been, I mean, almost all practical. You know, I
Uh-huh.
think there's a part where, like her eye when she was transforming the other girl, and they show her eye, like her eye pupil was split into another pupil. I think that was CGI, but most of that was practical effects. It was really good. Like I said,
Yeah.
I think you'll like it, but it's pretty yucky though. So just be warned on that one. I was surprised how much Tim Burton got away with on Beetlejuice. If it was just done showing more bloodshed, it would have got an R rating for sure.
Uh-huh.
Like like I said, like you can usually get away with one use of the F word in a PG-13, and then he said the second time they bleeped it out. So I assume it was close to getting R rating. And I found out I was watching that thing for that history of the slasher film. Jack
Mhm.
Valente hated horror, so like he wanted people Friday the 13th a hard time because he made them cut down a lot of violence and gore, and he give them an though, which is bogus though, because he hated those types of movies.
Uh-huh.
And they were talking about the first one. I guess they were showing clips of like, because I guess there's the uncut version of the first Friday the 13th that had a lot more blood because they were showing clips. I said I don't remember seeing any of that in the original one. Because the original one was pretty much almost PG-13. There wasn't that much bloodshed in it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, except for like, well, the beheading at the end. But that's actually like, it was a big deal back then, but like a beheading now is like no big deal, you know? Or depending how it's done. Or the only thing that was really gruesome was like that part with Kevin Bacon with that arrowhead going through his neck. That looked kind of gross, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, I think you'll like Ernest Scared Stupid too. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I probably need to watch it now that I'm older. Is characters like that really got on my nerves when I was young.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. Yeah, I understand. I mean, because like I said, saw it opening day. No one else in the theater. That's never happened before. Like two
Uh-huh.
or three other people in any theater, you know. It's like I just sat in the front row, or I just made a bunch of noise and said, "Get him, Ernest," and all this other. I just hooped and hollered and stuff because no one else in the theater was there. So like, why not?
Yeah.
It's a fun movie though. And you see Eartha Kitt was in there, who played the one most convincing Catwoman. You know, for the day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she came. She made a resurgence back there. I think it's really good, but I flopped really bad. So Disney end up cutting ties with him, and then he started doing like cheaper movies, like Ernest Goes to Africa and stuff like that, which weren't as good.
Yeah.
The
I
old,
didn't
yeah,
back back when I was younger, I didn't like people playing idiots
Oh
Like
yeah.
Ernest was really dumb to me, and
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman also. Pee Wee
Oh yeah.
Herman got on my nerves so bad. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Like that wasn't funny to me
Oh man.
back then. I
Oh
don't
man.
know if my opinions changed. I would have to go back and watch an
Yeah.
Ernest movie. I don't think I'm interested in watching a Pee Wee Herman movie. I just can't.
Oh yeah. Well, I
It's
understand.
annoying. I don't know. It was just weird and off-putting for me the way
Yeah.
those two acted in
Yeah.
movies, Ernest and Pee Wee Herman. Their
Oh
their characters that they were portraying. I just didn't.
yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
I remember back in the day on like talk shows. He just like a stand up back talk show like Merv Griffin the day. He was I remember seeing him as a kid, he was so funny. I used to laugh. And then he used to
Mhm.
be in Chong movies, you know. He was the one who goes head from I think Nice Dreams.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, he'd be in some of those movies and then he finally I don't know if he did the movie and then he did the TV show or other way around. I can't remember.
Mhm.
And then he finally talked to the guy from Devo that Mark Mothersbaugh, and Mark he did the theme song to that show. The guy who's lead singer for Devo, the guy with the glasses. He's done a lot
Yeah.
of like music work. He did the theme for Rugrats. That was his theme song,
Oh,
you know.
wow.
Yeah, I mean he's really creative too. He's done like lots of soundtracks for movies. He did Colliding with a Chance of Meatballs. I think he did what's that? I never saw The Life Aquatic. Did you ever see that one?
No.
I just see he did that one. He did like lots of I can't remember all the themes he did, but he did a lot of stuff. Yeah, he's always keeping busy, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I thought that was neat. Yeah, I can't remember. And like I said, he married that one redhead from the original cast of Saturday Night Live, Lorraine Newman. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I thought, like I said, I think I dedicated this video to Miller, but like I said, I wasn't going to say I liked the movie if I didn't like it, but I really liked it. I think you'll enjoy it too, without giving any spoilers, you know. But the
Yeah.
art direction is really, I mean, they have lots of really cool effects in it, you know.
Mhm.
I'll tell you, do you want me to tell you who makes a cameo in it? You'll know exact when you see him.
Who?
Dave DeVito. He's
Wow.
yeah, he's in the movie. He plays the janitor, but he kind of plays him like the penguin, you know, because he was the penguin in Batman Returns, and then you see him like drink of like Ajax at the end of the scene. It
Mhm.
was kind of clever. I mean, lots of funny stuff in the movie, though. You know, and like why not? Winona Ryder was really good. Not like the hugest. I mean, I think she's all right. I mean, I was never really a giant fan, but I think she's fine. You know,
Uh,
but yeah, O'Hara from Essie was great. So was well, all the actors was really good. Everything was good in the movie. You know, it's pretty much perfect. That'd
I
be
think
cool.
it's weird.
Yeah,
I think for me, it's weird making a sequel to Beetlejuice after
yeah.
it's been this many years.
Oh yeah,
It's fine that they did. I just think it's weird. The same. I feel the same like when they came out with a Top Gun movie recently, and all the other movies that everyone for a lot of people have forgotten about those
yeah.
movies, and now all of a sudden there's a
I
new
never,
one coming out.
I
Like
never saw
Top
the.
Gun wasn't
Yeah,
that great to begin with. Why
yeah,
make it? Why make
yeah,
a second one now
yeah. I
after
know
all
this.
these years
Yeah,
for a
I thought.
movie that was just subpar?
Yeah, it was okay. I thought it was overhyped. I like Flag the Intruder way better. And you know who's got to be mad now? I'm sorry, I
Oh,
couldn't. Yeah, but I
Paul
mean,
Super.
I super. But I mean, I didn't. I thought Top Gun was so overhyped. I remember I rented it because I was trying to see it. I saw like God, they made a big deal over this. I thought it was fine.
They made that movie for women. Like, it's weird when
Yeah,
men like the movie because that
yeah,
movie was made for women. You
yeah,
have that volleyball scene
yeah,
where they're playing volleyball with their
yeah,
shirts off and they're all hot and
yeah.
muscular.
Oh
And
my,
you have
yeah,
the love story where they're in the
yeah,
bar and they sing that loving feeling song to the
yeah,
woman.
yeah.
The movie was made for women.
I just saw it was so overhyped. I like Days of Thunder better. No one talks about that one. Or Cocktail. I love Cocktail. The one that when he was mixing drinks.
Uh-huh. Hi, Super.
That was a fun movie.
Hello.
But I mean, I thought it was overhyped. And one, I had no desire to watch the sequel to it. I had no desire to see it. I watched the sequel to Coming to America, and that was a lie. He never came to America, and the scene where he
Mhm.
did was all outtakes. That was the whole
That's
lie. He just
another
came.
one. Why did they make a part 2 of that after all these years?
It made
One,
no sense.
okay,
Yeah,
that movie was funny and
yeah,
great back when it came out, Coming to
yeah,
America,
yeah,
but it wasn't great enough to make a remake or a part 2
yeah,
years and years
yeah,
later.
yeah. I
That's what
know.
I don't understand. It
Yeah,
wasn't that good.
yeah. Well, they should just call the sequel "Staying in" after because they didn't really come to America. It was all like footage from the other movie plus some outtakes. That was it, and it wasn't even funny. It was just like him
Mhm.
saying, and basically all it was showing his pageantry of being king,
Uh-huh.
and that was it. And then what's her face, Leslie Jones yelling and screaming like she always does. That was about it. Well, Wesley Snipes, I liked his character, the bad guy. I liked that, but that was about it. It was
Mhm.
okay because people were asking me about it. I said it's all right. I remember they remade Borat, and the sequel to Borat was okay. Did you like the Borat sequel?
Um, it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Um,
Yeah,
I'm trying to they really pushed a political agenda more
yeah,
in the second one, so that kind of bothered me.
yeah.
But it was okay. It wasn't as funny as the first one.
Yeah.
The
Like
first one,
it
I
was
don't
like,
feel like they were trying to push any kind of political agenda, but this
yeah.
one seemed more of
Oh yeah.
pushing the political agenda, which takes away from the humor.
Yeah. And he said like, well, women have rights. I mean, well, you know what I mean, like the feminist thing too. He's pushed at the end. Like he learned a lesson. Is like he's not supposed to learn any lesson. He's supposed to be a jerk.
Yeah.
But I mean, the first one, I think a lot of people recognized him after that. So I didn't know how he was able to fit in people without getting recognized by someone.
Uh-huh.
He kind of made a mistake doing that. But the first one was really funny. By the ending of that movie where he kidnapped, I still think all that was really staged. That was really fake. I mean, that was just. I mean, it's all supposed to be staged for the camera, right? But
Yeah.
it was like super like that was just done without people really. All that stuff was just certain way was fake. They probably were
Uh-huh.
like really trying to step in and do something. That just came off as disingenuous. But I like
Yeah.
that part where like he was asking people the time of that, and they were in New York. That stuff was funny, and there was
Mhm.
lots of funny in that movie though. Like when that two like naked and stuff. That was funny. That was gross, and they had to
Yeah.
bleed and they out stuff. That probably got an NC-17.
Yeah. And I mean, I was always a fan of the all that guy who plays all those characters.
Yeah, Sacha Baron
So
Cohen. Yeah.
yeah, he had that show on HBO, and it was just hilarious.
See, I never saw that show. It's Ollie G. I never saw it. I should have watched
The
it. I never
Ollie
watched.
G show. It's so funny. They have them all on YouTube. If you
Oh,
look up
they
the
do.
Ollie G,
Oh,
yeah,
cool. I have to check it out. I have to check it out.
it's so funny. Oh, it's just hilarious. The stuff he did on that show is just so funny.
Oh wow! 'Cause I saw a couple of his movies. I saw Solomon, which was good, but boy, that was they were like they're really dirty. You know?
Mhm.
And my sister said, "This is too gross." Like head came out of animals like that. I can't remember how he got in there though. And then the dick saw that on Netflix, and I remember he was in like Talladega, and then he was in that movie that Scorsese did with a PG rated. It was a kids movie, but he was really good at it though. He was like very refined, very not dirty or nothing. But they said wanted him to direct that Bohemian Rhapsody movie, but a different movie though.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if because some people said it was cutting edge, but I like Bohemian Rhapsody. It was that movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. I think Dan uploaded bodies on the Plex thing.
He uploaded
Student
what?
Bodies forever. I gotta watch that.
Oh,
You remember that one?
Student Bodies. I
This
love that. That movie was great. When I was a
yeah,
kid, I used to watch it. It would come on regular TV, and
yeah,
it was so funny. Like they keep a count of how many students the
yeah,
guy kills,
yeah.
and
I'll have
like
to
ring
watch.
the bell or
Yeah,
something. It's great.
to watch that again. Hi, kid. Yes, I'm sure, but I love the second one better. I want to see Terrifier too, kidda. Heck yeah, I want to see Terrifier too, because it's supposed to be like people walking out of the theater, but that might have been marketing.
Uh-huh.
But it worked. It made more money. Well, it didn't make as much as Joker 2 lost, but I mean, made a profit, whereas Joker 2 didn't make any profit yet. It's still losing money. To watch Terrifier 3. Definitely. Should be really good. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I
You want
wish they would hurry up and put it on a streaming service.
I know.
They won't though, because it's still making a lot of money at the
Yeah.
theater, so they're gonna leave it out there as long as they can.
Yeah. They said they're gonna make a fourth one too. I'm surprised they haven't tried to make a sequel to The Nightmare Before Christmas. I wonder how they do that one too. You know?
They're
Well,
making a
like
sequel to A Nightmare Before Christmas,
I heard there was buzz about it, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. I don't know how they
and
do
that's
a sequel.
Disney. I'll pass. It's
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
I'm so fed up with Disney right now.
I know. Well,
They're
I can't
ruining
believe
everything.
yeah. I gotta see that thing with Peter Dinklage talking about little people, being in movies. They're gonna
Yeah.
make the door so white like seahorse. That'd be terrible, you know?
Uh-huh.
That cartoon would be okay, but that's you know. Or then they'd hire someone really tall or something like that. Be like
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh man. Ugh, a little
Are you
bit
tired?
tired.
You should
I think
sleep,
I'm gonna
Jason.
yeah, I know. I mean I could
What's that?
talk about here, but yeah, I thought I would watch Beetlejuice because I was really awake. I said, well hell I'll watch it live stream. And I
Uh,
kinda like falling me asleep now. At the very beginning I almost fell asleep and I was like, oh I gotta wake up and do the review. Yeah, I'm probably gonna yeah, about now. I want to thank you for spoof.
uh-huh.
Okay.
It's been fun. Get some
Oh,
sleep and don't worry about what's going on YouTube, Jason. Like, sleep is important. It's really bad
I
for your
know.
heart.
I
It's
know. I
bad for your heart not to sleep. So
yeah.
just turn off your laptop
Okay.
and
I'm
don't
gonna do
worry
that.
about YouTube. Hi, Dana.
Hi Dana, honey.
Sleep is important.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, was the Betty Boop poor Cinderella for oh yeah, agreed. Yeah, Disney has changed it. Hi, Dana.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'm going to end it, Dana. Okay, or maybe we'll go live later tonight after I get. Okay.
sounds good.
All right.
Get
Thank you
some
for joining.
rest.
No, thank you for joining. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Uh, Everybody, I hope you liked the review of Beetlejuice 2 Electric Boogaloo. Dedicated to Miller. So I hope you liked the video. Bye. Till next time, please take care. Believe it. Night. Oh yeah. Catch up later. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good night. Bye. Good night.